Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
A brief introduction about yourself.
My name is Faith Onyemachi. I contacted Oga Journalist for a story because some time ago I paid somebody who promised to get a job for me in Canada and demanding for payments. After paying the money, the job didn't come through. So that's why I contacted you to give my story of what happened.
Okay, so now this somebody you are referring to, who is the person?
Her name is Mrs. Chika Akinya-Obi. She's a registered nurse and she owns Ectopedia Home Care Limited, which is a care home and also runs a care academy in Akure, Ondo State. So I met her online where she's advertising her care academy. She did a free training on occupational safety for caregivers on Facebook. So I joined it, and after the training, she advertised that she runs a care academy in Akure, Ondo State. I became interested, and she also said she had partners abroad that she partnered with, that they help people with care jobs, either in UK, in Europe, in Canada, and US. So I now key in that I'm going to come to our academy for training on caregiver. So that's how we met. And so I paid for the care giving training, and I traveled down from Lagos to Ondo State to go and attend that training. The training was meant to last for a month, but since I didn't have much time to stay for a month, because during that period I was already doing a training here in Lagos, which I was about to finish. So I decided to do our home because our home came with, prospect of you meeting partners who are recruiters abroad to help with caregiving jobs. So that's why I decided to opt to also do our own. So I traveled down to do the training. And one of the things is that if you do not do any training with her, you can't have access to that opportunity to employers who employs caregiver.
The training started when and which year?
The training started in August 2024. So it was meant to be 2 weeks. Since I already did training, so it's just to, brush up and, for that opportunity. Along the line, I introduced other people to the training, which we also did together. My friend, my sister-in-law. So we had the first week of the training. As we move into the second week, she came into class and she said she has opportunity for us, that our partner in Canada just sent her a message that they need 20 caregivers for immediate employment, and it is a sponsored job. They're going to sponsor the traveling and all that.
So how much did she demand
20
for that?
people. She demanded 2 million naira each. The start of the process, we are going to pay 1 million naira each, and as soon as our job offer comes, we are going to balance 1 million naira. Then,
did she specify a time for delivery?
Yes, she said the job offer is going to come in 1 month. Then she's not sure of the visa processing and all that, how long it's going to take, but she said give or take 3 to 4 months. But the offer is supposed to come in a month.
And give or take, that's what 3 to 4 months, you get your visa and you'll be on your way to Canada.
Yes. Okay. And this sponsorship covers you and your dependents. When you get there, they are going to calculate the money they spent on you, bringing you and your dependent, depending on how many dependents you have. And that money, they'll be deducting 15% of your salary monthly for 18 months till you finish paying what they spent on you. So we felt, it was true, since she has a care home, that it is possible for people to reach out to her abroad to demand for caregivers. So we rally around, everybody will start paying that money. We paid the 1 million. 20 people in that class paid that 1 million. And she told us that if we don't do that within some particular period of time, I think she gave us like 3 to 4 days, she's going to just make do with whosoever come first. So that's how everybody had to rally around. Some of us even borrowed the money, like I borrowed the money. Other people too borrowed the money, which we are still paying back. So we pay her. After paying her, she sent us a form to fill, to put in our details and all that, so that they can make a CV for us. So after we paid the money and we sent the form, then after like less than a week, they did a CV, sent to my email for me to check for errors. So I checked for errors and I sent back to them. And that was the last thing we heard from her. I finished my training, I left Akure, came back to Lagos.
So this was which month?
I left there September 2024. Towards the end of September, we started asking her, because she created a WhatsApp group that she put in the whole 20 people that paid for that job. So we started asking her what is going on. She said we should hold on. They are working on it. They are actively working on it. That in fact, we are going to see it first, even before her, because they use everybody's email address. So everybody, we kept checking our email. We didn't see anything. So when it was around December, we now called her that that what is going on? This is not the agreement. You told us that this thing, they want to do it as soon as possible. So how come it's taking so much time? She now said that she doesn't understand what is going on. She's been messaging them for them to, to tell us, but we should hold on, that she's on it with them, that she's giving us her word. By February, everybody will get their offer letter. Everybody is going to get the offer letter. So at first, some of us were like, no, this is not the plan. We thought it's something that is going to be like fast and all that. But at the end, there's nothing we could do. We all decided like, okay, since she said February, let's wait till February. So we started waiting. So once it killed February 2025, then we started messaging her. This is February. What is going on? So it was at that point that she now said, she now started, getting angry, like, well, we are disturbing her, that it's not her fault. She's worked up, she's been messaging them, nothing was going on, and that as it is now, there is nothing going on. There is so much policy in Canada now has changed. Nobody is even giving employment letter to anybody. We had a meeting with her, online meeting. When I said, but you said you read out a message from your phone the day you were talking to us that there is job readily available for 20 caregivers for immediate employment. In your words now, they are looking for job. How come they are now looking for that job that was readily available August last year?
So what was her response?
So she now said the employers are saying they don't want to give offer letters to anybody because policies in Canada are changing. So we became angry. We had to add her husband to the call, and her husband said what really happened is that their contact over there sold the jobs. He sold this 7.5 million naira each to higher bidder. That was the problem, and that is why he couldn't give us the job. We'd have paid that amount.
Wow.
So we said it is fine. They sold it, right? Let them refund our money. They said there is no refund. And in fact, they have used the money to process the job. It cannot be. How can you say there is no refund when it is clear that the fault is not from us? You told us there is a job available. We should pay this particular amount, and we paid you. Now you are saying they sold the job. So let them refund our money. After much going out front, she now said, okay, she's going to discuss with her partner over there about the refund. In fact, at first she said, how much is 1 million naira? If it's converted to dollar, it's actually nothing. It's we that are looking at it as big money.
What was now their next line of action?
So Ina said he's going to get back to us. We should give her till like the following week to discuss with her partner, then to get back to us. So we waited. That week came. Then she told us that the partner they've discussed, and they said we should wait till June ending for us to get our refund. That everybody is going to get their refund, but we have to be patient. At first, we didn't want to agree. We started, no, it can't be. It's a long time. That's from August 2024 to June ending 2025 just to get a refund. No, that it cannot be. We need our refund. So she said there's nothing we can do, that even if we arrest her, there's nothing police will do. They will ask her when she's going to pay, and she will give them the time in mind, and there's nothing anybody can do. Even if we drag her on social media, it will only go for a while and everything will die down and all that. Well, so at the end, there's nothing we could do than to wait. She has said June. We talked among ourselves, let's wait till June. June is almost here. So we waited till that June. When June came, all of a sudden, I saw a lot of 500K. Other people too started saying they saw a lot of 500,000. They sent me a message that is the refund from what we paid. And we said 20 people paid 1 million to you. That's 20 million naira. Now you are refunding 500. Why? You didn't keep to the part of your own part of the bargain. You didn't provide the job. We provide money, you provide job. Since you did not provide job, we are supposed to get our full refund. Exactly. And she said, no, that is what they refunded. That's what her partner refunded. There's nothing that she could do. That some people have not even gotten the 500. She's still waiting till month end for other people, the rest of the people to get the refund. That there's nothing she could do. We are disturbing her. She was just throwing tantrums, saying a whole lot of that. She's even helping us that we are not appreciating that all the things she did for her to get this money back. We are not appreciative. We are stressing her. We should be thanking her for even refunding something. Some people will never refund anything. That money has gone. That she's the one doing us favor. And for me, I can't let the money go because it's cheating. How can you hide under the disguise of you have a partner to be robbing people of their money? Because it goes on. Some other people that I know that came in for the training after us also said she also brought a broad opportunity to them and they paid money. So this will go on and on. So
I believe it's not as if maybe you recommended anybody.
Yes, I recommended people. I recommended my friend, which is also on this interview too. She'll be saying her own part. I recommended my own, my sister-in-law as well, which also paid the same 1 million, and another friend.
Going by all that you have experienced with this particular nurse who you said happens to also be like a travel agent. Now, how would you describe her action?
Like I said, her action is very fraudulent because with all indications, there's no employer, there's no money paid abroad, there's no employer anywhere, which is not nice. A lot of people borrow this money. I won't give up. I want to ensure that I get my money back. When people started sending messages on the group WhatsApp, what she did was to lock the WhatsApp group. So nobody could write on the WhatsApp group anymore. So people started calling her individually. Like I've heard, a lot of people said she has blocked them. Their number is no longer going through. The last conversation I had with her was when we were going forth and back on how I would get the balance. And I told her, I'm not going to give up. That she should tell me specifically when am I getting my money back. And she told me, doesn't know. Those people said that is what they are going to pay. She doesn't know how I'm going to get my money. I said, okay, so give us the company's name, address, and phone number. I want to follow up myself. But she couldn't provide any. I said, provide me. You said you sent to people and these people said this is what they can do. Why not give me their company name, the phone number, the email address? Let me start dealing with them directly. But she could not provide it.
Okay, so now among those you recommended.
Okay, I have my friend here, Maureen. She also paid that money.
Ms. Maureen, introduce yourself to the audience, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maureen. Of course, if you have good friends, you would want to see some things that are good and introduce them to such offers too. So when she found out about this, she told me about this one, that she would be traveling to Akure to attend the program, and that they also offer online, that it's maybe okay for me to run the same program online. So I wouldn't have to travel down to Akure because I have a baby. I said, okay. And I reached out to the Nurse Akinya, and I made payments, and the program started. And of course, before we started the program, she would actually testify to the fact that we kept on looking at the company to see if it's actually a real company, because there are many others who would disguise that they are care academies and they just want to defraud people of their hard-earned money. So we actually found out, and we found out that this company is registered, Orthopedia Care Home. Of course, she is a registered nurse too. So we started the program. So after some days of the program, the nurse came into the class. She actually came in with some visas. She didn't disclose the names of those visas, and she told us that she has this offer, that the partner in Canada has just reached out to her that they need 20 people for urgent employment. They had the job as caregivers, and that we would have to pay 2 million naira, but at least we can pay 1 million first. Then when the job offer comes, which will just take a couple of weeks, just few weeks, we'll pay the remaining 1 million. Then we can go with our dependents. When we go over there, we'll have to work. They'll be deducting money from our salary. It's meager. When she said they'll be deducting the money from our salary work, it's going to be the remaining money that they use to process our visa will be deducted from our salaries for 18 months. And that if we decide to pay before the 18 months, it's fine. But that she is not willing to sponsor anyone because she has done for a lot of persons and they never paid her back. And so anybody who has the money can take advantage of the offer that she had. We actually asked her that she should give us some time to look for the money. She said we just have a few days, and we were 20 people that she created the group for who paid the money, 1 million. That's 20 million naira given to her. And after we paid, she asked us to provide our documents. We provided our information, and that we should keep checking our mails because the job offers will be sent to our mails. That we should not delete. We should try not to delete our mails without reading thoroughly, because it will be difficult for us to get it back if we mistakenly delete our job offers from the companies. We now gave her some time, but after some weeks, which is past the weeks we were supposed to have received the job offers, we didn't get. Of course, we kept waiting. But to be frank, within me, I was already feeling like I had made a mistake. Why I felt so was, if it is true that we are going to get job offers, when they applied for us and all that, how come we never got any email? I never got any email, because you use my email from the company saying you're welcome, we have received your document and all that will process. So I was already not feeling good, feeling like, but I had a little trust for her because she has a company, she has a brand name. And when we waited for as long as she asked us to wait, and we became agitated actually, and we're asking what is going on. She came to the group and said that the thing is, Canada policy has changed, the whatever has resigned. But like Sister Faith said, you already said this job is waiting. So what has happened to the job? And of course, I got the information that the jobs were were sold at. So if these jobs have been sold at to others who paid higher, why don't you refund the 1 million that was given to you? She gave us 100% assurance that it was going to work, that she has done business with this company, that she has given people jobs. A lot of persons have traveled, that it was going to work. That was the assurance she gave us.
So explain the feeling when you got 500,000 as against the 1 million naira that you paid.
When I got 500,000, I was like, could this be from her? That is not what I'm expecting. And so I felt totally scammed. I felt, oh, so even if she doesn't give us the total money, we were 20 persons that paid 1 million each, which is 20 million. So you still have 10 million. And I felt that she has just used us. Imagine taking 20 million and you have used 20 million in 1 year to invest in something, even if it's mutual fund or something. You have gotten a lot of money. So why don't you return our money? You have used our money for business. You have gotten your profits. At least return our money. So we who have borrowed and are paying interest for what we borrowed, we are the losing end. So that would have been enough. Many times I called and I told her that it wasn't fair, that I borrowed this money and I'm paying interest on it, and I have a lot of bills to pay at home. If I had used it to pay my bills at home, it would have been fine. My children go to school, I have to pay, we have to pay their fees and all that. And that I expect that you should do your own part. But you know, whenever you call her, she gives you this nagging attitude, as if you are not grateful for what she has done. That we are not grateful. She has gone to the extent of even wanting to refund her. Who does that? Who refunds? And I told her specifically that, you know, you have a business team. Is it that you do not care about your business and your reputation? So what if you are dragged on social media? And she told me that even if we do that, it won't take some time, everything will die down. And I felt, oh, so she has already made up her mind. She knows what she's doing. So it is not something she just started. And even if she just started it, it was a planned thing. What I feel is we have helped you. We have lent you money, huge amount of money to do something. For 1 year, it is big profit she got from 20 million. Now, refunding us 500,000 was not fair on her part. We have lost 1 year, so refunding 500,000 was not fair on her part. So she would have been able to refund our 1 million, judging from the fact that she has made profits from the 20 million she collected.
This question goes to both of you. What exactly do you want from this particular travel agent that you are alleging of defrauding you?
So personally, what I want Nurse Akinya-Obi to do is to refund my remaining 500,000. She has sent back 500. She should return my remaining 500,000. It's an apology.
Mrs. Maureen, what do you want?
Okay, so I actually would want the same. And I will fulfill the fact that I have paid interest on this money. I have lost some money and I've lost time too. But I cannot lose totally. She should refund the remaining 500,000. And she should also tender an apology, because it is obvious there was no job anywhere.
Okay. Is there any other thing both of you would like to add before we close this session?
Okay, what I would just like to say is for people out there to be careful when it comes to traveling abroad. We should be careful in throwing away our hard-earned money to people who are just out there to defraud us. For the fact that this person is a registered nurse, that was why I have the full confidence to release my money to her. I don't do that. But because I felt she has something to lose, she will not want to toy with her, image and reputation. That's why I did that. So now I understand that we can't trust anybody. So people should just be careful.
Hello, ma.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Chika.
No, this is Nurse Blessing.
Nurse Blessing.
Yes.
Okay, I got this number to be that of Mrs. Chika Akinya-Obi, the owner of Etovidia Care Limited.
Okay. Is there any message you want to pass across? Because presently she's not feeling fine. She's on the sick bed.
Okay, so the message I want to pass across is that I've been trying to reach her for like a very long time in respect of a story that we're about to do. Okay.
Hold on. You know what? I will get back to you. Sorry, I went to attend to a patient.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on the sick bed, so maybe when she's conscious, we'll call you back.
Okay, no problem. Because can you take note of what we are calling her for?